works in insurance. Do you have any kids?
I have two boys. They're 5 and 7.
Okay, 5 and 7. What about the same man?
Yes.
Why y'all not together?
We were together for 11 years. We started dating when we were like 18. It turned into like a 7-year engagement. So I was just, went my separate way. He had like commitment issues. He was a mama's boy. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Y'all were engaged for
So he was a mama's boy, but you made 2 babies with him? Why did you have babies with a mama's boy? You see, this is the shit I don't like. He was good enough to have babies with, and now you're calling me mama's boy? How are your sons? Because she's raising sons. How are your sons supposed to look at this video 10 years from now, 20 years from now, that their mother was calling their father a mama's boy? It's funny. Was he a mama's boy before you got pregnant twice, or was he a mama's boy after you got pregnant?
7 years?
Mm-hmm.
What was the final straw when you're like, year 7, we still not getting married?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. She said
Yeah.
7 was her out child. What's your zodiac sign?
And stuff. He was controlling. He didn't want me to work, so I was a stay-at-home mom and girlfriend for that whole time.
So funny. There's women who want that life.
Exactly.
They call me every day. They want a provider, and they didn't want to work. So you had that, and you didn't want it.
Crazy.
I want it, but like
Bad.
I still like that. But there has to be a balance. You know what I mean?
What?
Like I want to be able to still like have my own hustle. Like I wanted to go to law school instead. And he's like, I don't want to
He's so bullshit.
marry a lawyer. So
You don't want to marry a lawyer.
yeah, I was just like,
See, other women are saying, I want a provider. Then she gets a provider who wants her to stay home to look after the kids. And then she's like, no, I want to be independent. I want to do my own thing. It's like, so what are men supposed to do? So what is a man out here supposed to do? Is he supposed to be a provider, or is he supposed to get it? Because let me guess, she wanted to go to school, wanted to get a job, and earn her own money and keep the money for herself as he's a provider. And then what? Like, oh my God, guys, it's crazy.
well then, I'll just go my separate way and go to law school.
So she divorced a man who wanted to be a provider because she wanted to go to law school. So she left a man. She broke up her family. Now she's a single mom out here looking for another man too.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
So
what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. So we got Tiana.
Yes.
Tiana. Alana, 31, Capricorn. She works in insurance. Mom to a 5 and a 7-year-old by the same man. I think I got it all. What kind of man you looking for now?
Still the same provider, gentleman. I'm old fashioned, so I grew up in a household with a housewife, so I still like that. But just more of like a balance.
Because that's confusing, because you literally said you had that, but you didn't like it. So what is you want a provider, but you said you just want to go to law school.
Well, someone that wants to provide for me in my environment of what I want to do. Like I had an acting career, he canceled. I don't want someone that's insecure that is still a provider.
Well, wait, are you not going to law school?
I am.
You're going to law school and you're an actress?
No, I had an acting career when I was 19. I was just saying he was insecure, so he basically distracted me from all of that and canceled a lot of things that I had going on because of his insecurities.
How?
So someone said it's not confusing. No, it is confusing, and I'm about to try to understand. So you're going to law school, which is a great job. So when you make your money from your law school, you want to save it, keep it, or you're not going to work? You said you want to provide.
Well, I mean, I believe that, like your wife can have $1 million, but that's haram. You know what I mean? You don't ever take from your wife. That's her money to take care of your children and do what she needs to do. Say something ever happens to you. Now she's in a stable position where she can keep the family afloat. So it is haram to take from your wife.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. I have no words. Oh my God, guys. This is bad. This is fucking bad. She broke up with a man. She had 2 kids with a man. She called him a mama's boy. She said he was a provider. She broke up with him, but now she's back in the dating market looking for a man who's probably going to be a stepfather first because she has 2 kids And then she was still wants a provider, even if she broke up with the provider. But she's saying she's gonna work so she can save her money, and that money will be hers. But he has to let her do whatever she. So she wants a slave. She wants you to just be there, just to pay for her bills, so she can work and save her money. Oh my God, guys! I mean, she's good looking, red bone. I see the big ass boobs. So some guys are still gonna be in the DMs, but. If I have a headache and I've never met this woman, I kid you not, you would. Oh my God.
So now this is somebody said I was confused. Now I'm getting better understanding. So as a lawyer, are you going to school to be a lawyer?
Yeah, but I would want to do like public servant work and help people that are less fortunate and can't afford good attorneys.
Okay, so basically all the money you make, you don't want any of that to be for the household. You want it to be in savings for a rainy day.
Correct.
Okay.
And retirement and, you know, for the children, investments. That way, neither one of us have to work.
Okay.
That's my job.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I multiply things and make them better. You provide and keep everything going. Oh my God,
the delusion.
Okay. One more question that I think some men might have. So a lot of times when men are the providers paying all the bills, they want a woman to make sure she's cooking or having the food ready every night.
She's not gonna do it.
That?
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Okay. I like doing that.
Now,
how are you going to do it if you're going to school and working? Are you going to come from work and make me a meal? How are you going to go to work at 8 and then come back at 5? I would even be down to ask you to cook when you went to work all day and you're tired. And if I come from work, I'm not going to find a ready meal. I have to wait for you to cook first when I should find the meal already done and ready for me to eat because I pay all the bills. Like, which man wants this?
They're telling me to ask you, are you Muslim?
No, I'm not. I just grew up with a lot of around a lot of Middle Eastern people when I was younger. So some parts of their culture I appreciate.
Okay.
So
now you do have 2 boys.
What works?
So when you go into the next scenario, so you want this man to provide for you and your 2 boys, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, they have a dad that provides for them, but you know.
Well, you want a man. I mean, you're telling me you don't want to pay no bills. So if you move into a household and this new guy who's not their father, he will be providing for them because he's paying all the bills in the house that they would be living in.
Correct.
Okay. That's what she desires. Now I'm gonna let you respond because there's gonna be some people and some men or maybe more majority men. They're gonna say that you want me to provide for you and your 2 kids, and you make money and
what
you
does he
keep
get
it
in
to
return?
yourself. And you actually had that with the children's dad,
and you left him,
and you didn't like it. So what would you say to the man that thinks that's kind of crazy?
I mean, maybe I'm just not your cup of tea, you know?
Wow.
I don't know. That sounds like you have some issues where you didn't grow up seeing that, so you don't know what a real man and a real provider should be.
Here we go with attacking man. So she had a man who was a provider. She broke up with him. Now she's saying any man who's not willing to provide for her and her 2 kids, because she's a single mom, is not a real man. Why do they do this? Like, why do they quickly go to, you're not a real man if you don't want to provide for me and my 2 kids? But you had a provider. You had the child's dad. You had the father of your kids. You left him because all he wanted you to be a stay-at-home wife as he was providing. You had the provider. Now you're out here in the dating market, hoping you find a man who's dumb enough to pay for your 2 kids as you go work and save your money. Now, I don't know which man is dumb enough to fall for that. Are there some guys? Yeah, maybe some of you are watching me, but I don't know in which world that makes sense to them. Now she's shaming men for not being a real man. I would think a real woman would have stayed with the child's father, with her children's father, and be a stay-at-home wife as he was a provider. That's what a real woman would do. But let me guess, it's only a real man. There's no such thing as a real woman, right?
But one would say a real man provides for his children, and your children technically are not his.
Fact.
And they are provided for.
But you want him to provide for them too, because you want to go another dynamic in which he will be the sole provider. And you said you will have money, but you would keep your money for a rainy day. So you want his money to provide for you and your children.
She wants a dummy.
I mean, I still did household things. Like I will take care of, like, you pay cold necessities and things of that nature, and things like the kids needed. I bought stuff like that. So it's like there's still a balance. It's not all just, you know what I mean? You're taking care of these kids when they have a father. So majority of stuff, you're just paying for the roof over their head. No one's asking you to pay for their sports and things of that nature.
Well, the roof
unless you want
over their head is a big deal.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Rent or
Yes,
mortgage.
it is.
Okay. All right. Either way, so we got it. So what are your deal breakers besides not a providing child?
She wants a dummy.
Just not open-minded. You can't hold a conversation. You get easily frustrated. You don't have any emotional intelligence. You know what I mean? Like how we're talking and I can tell you don't really agree, but you're still able to hold the conversation. Like
Well,
most
I would
men are
say
just
it's
gonna...
not really for me to agree. You're not looking for me, right?
No,
You're
I
looking for
know.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you're
you know what
saying
I mean?
we can have a discussion.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So someone who doesn't, you say you call it emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
They throw
Anything
that word
else?
around.
No, not really.
Okay. So your biggest deal breaker is a man who doesn't have emotional intelligence.
Yeah, and I guess someone who drinks. I don't like alcoholics.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Here we go.
I want yes to be in shape, keep yourself up. Like I have boys that play sports, so I would prefer if you were athletic.
Is she athletic?
Okay.
Let's wait and
Be in
see.
shape. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Here we go. She has 2
Yes.
kids.
I guess like minimum like 100,000.
Oh my God.
I have a lot of knowledge. Like I can help build you up. You know what I mean? Like I work with.
If he's making 6 figures, he's already built. He doesn't need to build him. He doesn't need you to build him up. You got 2 boys. You may need to build those boys up. The last thing you should be worried about is building up a 6-figure man. He already has the 6 figures. For all I know, you're going to be spending his money. That's why you know how much exactly you want the man to make, because you're going to spend it. Why do they feel like they need a rich man and then they claim, I'm going to help him build? He's already built. That's why you know how much you want him to make. Oh my God.
And teach business owners how to structure their business properly, qualify for funding. So.
Okay. 100K is the minimum. So if a man made 70K, should he not reach out to you?
No.
I'm open to negotiation. It depends on what their personality is like. You know what I mean? There's other factors. Like if you're charismatic, you can speak well. Like I said, like I can teach you.
Okay.
70K open to negotiation? I think what has her messed up is the fact that she looks good. Red bone. So most black men are going. Even the ones with money are going. Now, maybe they're going just to clap them cheeks and run off, because very few men are willing to, spend money on another man's kids. But she's saying if you make 70K, she will do you a favor. In other words, you're not her first pick, but she will do you a favor. You know what that means? She will have you with your 70K. Spend it, but in the meantime, she's still looking for the 6-figure guy in the background. Because best believe, just because you make 70K and you guys get together, if the 100K, 200K, 500K guy meets her, you think she's going to say no? She's going to tell you, oh, it's not working out anymore. I don't feel the chemistry anymore. You're a good man, but you know what? God has somebody good for you out here. That's what she's going to say.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
She better be in shape, because she says she wants a man in shape. I see that big ass boobs, but.
Okay. Who's helping you with the camera?
My sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a black man's kryptonite, I guess.
Tiana, correct?
Yes, Tiana.
Okay, Tiana, I apologize. Tiana.
No worries.
Should the guy be in Atlanta?
I would prefer yes, but I'm once again negotiable.
Okay, you
compromising person.
Oh, could he have children?
I don't mind.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
I do.
You do. Okay. When was your last relationship?
November. Last November.
Was it your children's dad?
No, we broke up like 2 years ago.
Okay. Did the last guy you break up with, did he have all these requirements?
He did, but he proposed to me and he just had a lot going on, so I broke up.
It seems like you had 2 men.
See, 2 men who made all the money she wants in the world, and she couldn't keep any of them. So what makes you think she's gonna keep you? Because she looks good. Don't get me wrong, right? Black men love red bones. Nice smile, you know, big ass boobs, like everything black men like to ask for, right? So she looks good. So she's gonna have plenty of DMs. But my question for you guys are gonna be in her DMs. She couldn't keep two guys, right? She even had two kids for one of the guys who were providers. She couldn't keep them. What makes you think you're so different that she's gonna stay with you? Ask yourself that question as you're jumping into the DMs.
And it seems like, I mean,
He
okay.
he was a little crazy. It was just too soon. Like, I just met him. I don't know.
You had a guy that
he
you had
was
kids with who wanted to be the provider, and you didn't really like that one. Now you tell me the last guy in November proposed, and he
was an alcoholic, so
Oh.
that's why I don't do that.
Okay, no, fair enough. Okay, so he was alcoholic. All right. What?
All right. So if he was an alcoholic, why did you get it? Why did you let it go all the way to him proposing? Let me guess. You liked the fact that he was taking you to nice dinner dates and buying you flowers and maybe even giving you money and, you know, taking care of your kids. Because if you were such a bad man, alcoholic, deal breaker, you should have broken it up. You should have asked the first question on the date: do you drink? How much? Okay, nope, red flag. Let's move on. But the fact that he made it to the point where he proposed to you, that lets me know you enjoyed the time. Obviously, he clapped them cheeks. I think so.
When was the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
It's been a while. Probably November. Yeah.
November.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Nothing. Being delusional.
I think everybody has things that they can always learn.
So what
We're
is it?
always learning and evolving. So
You said say one more time.
I said I think everybody has things that they can improve on, and we're always learning and evolving. So I can't name 3 flaws. You know what I mean?
There you have it.
A human being. Like, everybody has things that they can improve on.
But that
Yeah,
means
so
you got
name
no
3 things that you
self-awareness.
can improve in. It's not a hard question.
She doesn't know. She
I guess
has no self-awareness.
patience. I'm not really too
Delusional.
compromising, and I'm not good at budgeting.
Okay. You say you're not too compromising.
I believe her. Delusional, you know, plenty of men in her DMs, so she thinks she's all the way up here. I mean, she looks good, I get it, but like eventually in 10, 15 years time, we'll see. We'll be out here. I'll be here to report the dating news. But shout out to Kendra G, man. I'll put the link down in the description. But guys, it's women like her are out here. I'm just telling you. Now, I'm telling you, the way she thinks is the same way her friends think. Is the same way the friends of her friends think.